I always leave man behind. The next one is supposed to be a follow-up to 2. It's supposed to be of what 3 should have been. If they get this one right and they actually do it, 3 and 4 just become obsolete and just forgetful to the rest of the universe. It's pretty much
3 and 4. Shite.
They were horrible. I mean, I watched them for the fun of it. I liked the fact that it was in a prison, they had no weapons, and it was just use your wits like it was in the first one. But no, it didn't work well. Yeah, it's supposed to be where I don't know if it was part. I can't remember if it was part of Alien Isolation or something else, where it explains that the corpse that you find in Alien 3, where you think it was the soldier, it wasn't him. It was someone else. Do you guys know about that?
No, no.
Yeah, the guy, what's his name, that survives?
I still ain't got round to watching them. I ain't had the time.
Hicks.
Hicks, do you know when he's at the end and they put him in the cryo chamber with the bandage on his head?
Yeah.
It's basically a ship finds that pod, and it's supposed to be how Ripley got infected as well. A ship finds that pod and it's full of, like, is it whaling people? And they try and, I can't remember the full story, they try and do something, but Hicks gets revived and he's fighting people, and then he hits someone and the guy falls in the chamber and he shuts it for trap him in there while he carries on fighting the rest of them or somewhere along those lines. And then he gets captured, and then something happens where the pod and the ship separate again, and that's when it crash lands. It gets like damaged and it crash lands on the prison planet I forgot about.
Yeah.
So they think the body inside the chamber is Hicks, but it's not Hicks. And eventually it's somewhere on the lines of, I think this one's supposed to be, instead of the pod getting separated, it gets kept, or she's still frozen, and then she gets released eventually and they're still being hunted, but they're both together. I hope they do make it and change from what the Alien franchise was. Yeah, because after the second one it just went downhill.
Resurrection should never have been made.
Yeah.
It had the black guy from CSI with dreadlocks.
Oh, he's awesome. But he died stupidly.
Yeah, he had the Hispanic guy who plays Tuco Salamanca in Breaking Bad.
You got fucking, what's his name? The big guy with the, who has the flask. I like him.
Ron Perlman.
Can't remember his name. Yeah, Ron Perlman. I love the guy in the chair as well. Where he comes out the elevator and he's Ron Perlman was just like, he says something where he's pretty much, you know, we can't take him, he's going to slow us down. He goes, no offence, and the guy in the chair puts his middle finger up and goes, none taken.
Who'd you expect, fucking Santa Claus?
There's some good bits, but the movie was still naff. The premise.
You notice how all the good bits are with the dwarf.
Yeah.
Generally how Game of Thrones goes as well.
Oh god.
Yeah, the dinklage. I think it's
the dinklage,
mate. This morning, I didn't have much sleep, the lack of caffeine, and the fact that I've been staring at like your orbs or something and not blinking. I feel pissed. I do. My mind is, I'm seeing double, even triple at the moment, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm still cracking the critical hits, but I feel pissed. Which is rare for me.
I feel fucking fantastic since I got my morphine back yesterday. Couldn't fucking move on the weekend.
trying to think. Do you know what? I've been getting into a lot of Disney and Pixar movies lately.
Oh, which one?
Since I seen that Minions and had a laugh, goddamn, I had such a bad week that week. I was like, I just need a laugh, and I asked Lee, can we just go and watch it for something to do? I left that film in more pain than I did going in, just because my stomach was bouncing when I was laughing, and my back. I had a bad back, so I'm just giggling, and I'm just in agony. But I left in a good mood, and I've seen a lot of trailers, and obviously being a type of PGU film, it's, you know, they put on the rest of the new stuff, the Disney and Pixar, and there's that one. What's that one where it's like the emotions in your head?
Well, I know the one you mean. Like, I know the one you mean.
I seen the trailer for the first time watching the Minions movie, and I was like, do you know what? I want to watch that. I really want to watch that. I can see that being really funny.
Is it called Inside Out or something?
Something like that. It reminds me of. Do you remember Osmosis Jones?
I know the name, but I can't finger it. That's definitely something that you've just said.
It was the one with Bill Murray, and it's like all the things inside of him, like the cells and stuff, and they have. Is it Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy playing Osmosis Jones? Yeah, the guy.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, it reminded me of that. I enjoyed that at the time. That made me laugh.
Trailer that made me laugh the other day when I was at the cinemas. You seen the trailer for Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he goes,
lost interest in it.
punch.
The,
he goes, puts his hand up his eye. Yeah, give me like your best punch, so it punches him in the face.
There was a clip they put on YouTube. You know, sometimes they put like a 30-second clip of the movie on.
Yeah, yeah.
Where I think it's one of the first times he has the suit on, and they're trying to train him, and they're giving him a little bit of a lecture at the edge of this corridor on the second floor of this house, and he's pretty much saying, what I want you to do is I want you to run. You've got to learn how to maneuver with the suit, learn how to shrink, maneuver with your speed, and then form back into human form. And he says, what I want you to do is run across this corridor at the last second, shrink, jump through this keyhole, come through, and re-emerge full size before your feet actually touch the ground. And it just cuts to the amount of times he's trying to shrink before he gets to the keyhole, and it's not working. He just keeps bashing into the door. It was quite funny. All you hear is, goosh, goosh. The door just shuddering, and it's one of these like solid wood oak doors, so it's gotta hurt.
Incentive to get it right.
Yeah. But oh god, please tell me you've seen the new Batman Superman trailer.
I've not watched the new one yet because I wanted to watch it on the big screen of my TV rather than on my phone.
The old one, I understood what it stood for and what it was trying to show and explain, but not many people did. It was a bit complicated. But this one, my god, I watched it and I was like, I need to watch this film now. I really want to watch it now. Where is it? I can't wait till next year. It's amazing. It's like, I'll tell you. Yes. Yes. Dave, there's one bit I said, and I need to tell you, it's like, it explains how it kicks off between the two of them. Where, do you know the fighting? Oh, I'm gonna die, I've been not paying attention. Do you know the bit
well,
where
watch the
Superman's
first Zod. Yeah.
And he's being bounced around the city, and it shows Wayne and one of Wayne Towers being destroyed by one of the eye lasers, and he just collapses, and Ben Affleck's just holding a kid in his arms, like disgusted of what's going on.
Yeah, I was going to say I watched like the first few
that just set me off.
Seconds. I say seconds. I watched up to that very bit, and then I was like, no, I need to watch this in full screen, like full volume, like. But the problem was, like at the time when I was watching it, it had only been out the trailer for about an hour, and if you searched it in YouTube, it just would not come up. It would come up with fan-made ones or the original first trailer. So I'll do that while I'm getting ready for work later. I'll definitely give that a watch. I'm gonna keep going and putting orbs in that far corner for if we come back, like, or for when we come back.
Did you not? Did it not entertain you? Did it not get you pumped up? No. Really? Oh. See, well, I was part of the minority. Go on, I'll let you go first.
Yes.
Look at it from my point of view, right? Bruce Wayne stands for vengeance and justice, right? He does what he does because of what happened to his parents. And he fights criminals. Why on earth would he blame the guy fighting?
It is a bit odd, but sort of like might be blinded by rage.
It might explain it a bit more in the film. It might show you he's like in a demon or something, or somewhere or another. But it's just that the graphics and the fight scenes did look amazing.
It said right,
excuse me.
that it can take one thing to turn a good man crazy, or something like that. That was one of the lines in the trailer. So
Jeremy Irons!
It only takes one certain thing to turn a good man against his beliefs, but Batman.
Superman's always, they've tried to make him infallible though, ain't they, like, so in a Batman Superman film, like, they'd have to have Batman as sort of the darker character, really, I think.
But what I took from the first film, that many people I don't think understood, was I think it revolves somewhere around the fact that Batman has been a source for justice and for vengeance, for not just the Gotham but also the world for so long, because it looks like he's been Batman for so long, and then it looks like he's on his retirement or somewhere, or he's chilling out or something, and then here comes Superman, does one fight, saves the world, is recognised, and then everyone worships him as a god and a saviour.
Yeah, they seem to be worshipping
like for a long
don't they?
time, but as a mortal man and not been acknowledged for it a lot. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this isn't plot based, what I'm going to say now, but like, basically, I originally wasn't happy with the casting of Ben Affleck. I actually now quite like the casting of Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I was one of the majority that didn't like him as well. I was like, he's going to ruin this like he fucking ruined
I thought it was a tactical play. I thought...
What I've seen, I'll give him some credit, I'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's looking good in the trailers, I'll give him that, and he's like, but I thought it was a very tactical thing because the Dark Knight films aren't superhero films, they're in their own category for me, like, they're just sort of, like, that, you know, good. It's like, for me, because there's talk of a Batman reboot, and if you rebooted Batman after the Dark Knight, I think it's meant to be scheduled for like 2017, but if you rebooted Batman after the Christian Bale Batmans, then
yeah,
people will be like, this is disgusting. Not disgusting, people will be like, oh, this is rubbish, Christian Bale was better, and I thought they was intentionally casting someone who wouldn't be good in the Batman role, so that when they did reboot Batman, people would go, oh, this is Ian as good as Christian Bale. They'd be like, yeah, but he's better than Ben Affleck. But I think Ben Affleck is actually looking pretty good for it, so...
Well, put it this way, no matter who they cast as Batman, now into the future, anyone is going to be better than George fucking Clooney.
I like how, in a way, the superhero films are just a bit more... Oh, Void Burns on, what am I playing at with me?
I know, right? I've been waiting for you to actually realise.
Still been doing fine without it, like, I only realised when I got absolutely tanked by that thing. But,
you fucking both the scout rifles
you know, them like sort of George Clooney ones, even like Arnold Schwarzenegger, great, like, but as Mr. Freeze, they're like proper fancy. Obviously it's all science fiction, like, but you know, there's a sort of a sense of, but it's science fiction with as close to like sort of real world as they can get. A lot of the superhero films try to be these days, like, which I like, sort of like, oh, Batman could happen, like, if you had the money, you could do it, like.
So, well, they did the same thing for Iron Man, if there was the technology and the cash behind it.
A geezer spent millions making an Iron Man suit, didn't he? But he don't, like, move, like, got attacked by a bear or something, so he tried to make an Iron Man suit, and he is like well defended within it, but he just can't move it or anything at all.
Yeah, it doesn't have the hydraulics and the lightweight stuff.
There is a functional suit.
Mm.
It was at one of the San Diego's Comic Con.
Oh, the one where the
year.
back and everything moves, or was it like an actual?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah,
all of the. It's basically the replica of whatever
Nice.
they used in the movie, and he's built
But
it
if,
himself
like-
right down to a T.
Is the only difference being like if I went at him with a baseball bat, like he wouldn't have the defense of Iron Man. He would just, you know, be a bloke in a very fancy, like cool, definitely cool suit, getting pummeled by a baseball bat. Is that what he'd be, or does he actually have any protection in it?
It's made out of a hard.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
I'm
what's it
doing the
called again?
two special fucking armor pieces again.
Made out of like a reinforced plastic.
Oh yeah.
You know that type of plastic you get from CAD designs.
Is there acrylic involved?
I don't know. I read it like ages ago, but basically the suit itself, it's got all of the functionality of the suit from the first movie. So
nice.
all of the flaps move, everything moves. The hands light
all
up,
of
the
the flaps.
chest lights up. Even the flaps on the legs and everything. He's gone down to every last detail.
That's pretty cool.
And it has the sounds.
I mean, yeah, like, as far as that goes, I mean, is he doing because I've heard he feels he's done too many Iron Mans down here, but I'm sure the Avengers is meant to be sort of like a free slot thing. I've heard he won't be doing no more Iron Man films, but like, do you know if he's coming like for the third Avengers?
No offense, but God.
I like
Third
him.
one was
I do.
absolutely fucking.
Third
awful.
one was they were trying to make it more about him than Iron Man for me, or the character.
No. What ruined it for me? What ruined it totally for me is Ben Kingsley would have been a perfect fucking Mandarin. I hated the fact that they hid the Mandarin as like a hidden villain. The Mandarin doesn't hide. The Mandarin is the type of person Ben Kingsley put him out to be. He goes, I'm here, fuck you, I'll kill you all. I'm the best. You know, he sits there proud and puts his face on telly. And what do? They have that skinny fucking blonde foot to turn out to be the real Mandarin. Ruined it for me. I think that was one of the first times I was ready to walk out the cinema, and I have never walked out on a film in my life.
The one thing that really done my nut in about that is Pepper is supposed to get, according to the old comics and everything, she's supposed to get her abilities from what happens on that as well. She's supposed to be able to manipulate metal, like Magneto.
Oh,
but,
really? I never got that far.
It's she becomes like it's something to do with what she was injected with, along with.
Was it like a side effects type thing where she probably gets just the last time ability?
Yeah, along with wearing the suit at the same time.
Oh no way!
And she could manipulate. You know how Robert Downey Jr. would call his suit, and it would latch onto him. She could manipulate pieces of metal to create the suit around her.
That's pretty cool. Anyone got eyes on that?
I'm going for it. But yeah, fuck me, they are spawning in fast. I'm going for B, so if someone can get C, that'd be brilliant. Yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
third
try,
Iron Man
but I've
film
got no
absolutely ruined it for me. I actually said I hope they never make a fucking another one. See, I loved the first one. Everyone's not a fan of the second one, but I thought it was pretty alright. It could have been it could have been better, but it could have been worse.
The origin story ones are always the best. They just are, I think, where you see them become like, you know, get their power or their suit or whatever.
I've just lost faith. It's like I've lost faith in Spider-Man from like day one. I lost faith in now Iron Man. I lost faith in Fantastic Four.
The reboot.
The reboot looks okay.
I said I am going to go and watch the Fantastic Four when it comes out, but I have got like the worst of expectations for it. I think it's going to be the worst fucking film ever created.
Why? Because it's got the Black Ben Grimm.
I don't mind.
It's the Johnny Storm, innit?
I don't want to be racist. I don't want to be racist, but it's fucking. You know what I mean? It's like something that's not supposed to happen. Although I will, you know, I'll see how it goes. But it's the fact that teenagers as well, and it's going to be that cockiness involved. Do you know what I'm saying?
Teenagers that are like, isn't the girl meant to be like that what's her name now?
It's supposed to be
Kate Mara, isn't she
like,
about
older
than me, isn't she? She's like 27, 28.
Kind of. I know, but they're supposed to be playing teenagers or just out of teenagers, like very early 20s. But it's the fact that, you know, she's supposed to be like the General's daughter, like fucking Betty's supposed. Is it Betty's supposed to be out of the Hulk type thing? And I just don't agree with any of that.
I'd love to see what's his face do a Hulk film. Avengers Hulk.
God, yes.
I would love that.
He will be
Mark
amazing.
Ruffalo or Buffalo.
That was it. I lost faith in the Hulk films until he became the Hulk in the Avengers, and I think that'll absolutely turn it around.
He's broken the curse of the Hulk. I tell you now, like, I would pay so much money to see him, like, if I won like the Euro Millions, I'd fund the film.
I would. I seriously would. That'd be like one of the few films I would actually do like a funding for get something made.
I like how
the Hulk in a film.
I mean, I know this is nothing down to his acting skill, but I love how the Hulk actually looks like him in the face, like how they've done that as well. Like, but I think his this is a bit of an insult to the bloke, but his face also suits the Hulk's face in turn. If you know what I mean, like the face match well together, like.
So yeah, I have a lot of faith in a lot of films, a lot of franchises. Some's been redeemed, like the Hulk. There was another one on the top of my head that I've just forgotten while trying to save my life. So I'll look forward to seeing what they do.
I don't understand why the fuck they're putting money into a movie called The Black Panther when half the people out there won't have a fucking clue who Black Panther
Weren't he in like the jungle and had like a purple suit, or hang on, no, it was the Purple Panther, weren't it? Or Phantom that was, never mind. Yeah, that's the one. He had a Black Panther, didn't he, though, as a creature?
No, he had a grey wolf.
Oh, grey wolf.
He had a grey wolf called, what the fuck was it called now?
I can't remember to save my life.
I watched that film the other day as well. It's one of the films where, yeah, it's shit these days and it's really cheesy, but it's one of like the first like superhero films I watched as a kid. So I tolerate it and enjoy it. I'm sure the wolf's name's Shadow or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right. To be fair,
it is actually. But I mean, before doing the Black Panther in this section of movies, they should have really pumped out Thor Ragnarok a lot earlier than advertised, because now people are going to have to wait for Thor Ragnarok to see what happens there. And
sorry, go on. I just remembered something.
Is that 4-3? Is it? What,
yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy the 4 films, but I think I enjoyed 2 better than 3. I love that bit in them. I mean, what?
3?
1 better than 2. I love the bit where he drinks the coffee and he goes, another, and then chucks it on the ground.
Yeah, chucks. The one point at me, Thor 2 was an excellent movie, but the last fight scene with
Doctor Who.
Oh, Christopher Eccleston, the
Malachor.
final fight was absolutely disappointing. I thought the movie was amazing. It was leading up to an epic fight when he just ends up being in a twister, chucks two or three poles at him, which pulls his limbs off, and then that's it. I thought, really?
Have you noticed that they're kind of linking in for, I suppose, the Avengers as well with Shield?
Ow. Thank you.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he beat me to it. Yeah, with the thingamajiggers. Oh, I actually really enjoy. Yeah. Like, interested to see where that goes. Like, I mean, will they just do like one big mega movie, or will that like go into Avengers 3 with them like cameoing in it, or what?
All of it eventually is going to join together. Because don't forget when Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet, it's going to be the most powerful being in the entire fucking universe, and it's going to take every single superhero imaginable they can get in that film to actually it won't be killing him. It's just going to be getting that thing off of him.
They can't kill him. He's immortal.
Is he? I didn't know his origin story. I thought he's like, I know he's super, super, super hard. I didn't
he's immortal.
realise,
He can't be killed.
because that's kind of like, that's why I'm looking forward to X-Men Apocalypse. That was it. Another film that I was absolutely disappointed in, the entire franchise of X-Men, but the latest trilogy has really brought it back to me. I loved Days of Future Past and I loved First Class. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, they're
I'm looking
good
forward
films.
to Apocalypse, besides Galactus from Fantastic Four. Apocalypse is one of my favourite bad guys ever.
I did like the Wolverine Origins one. I liked that. Oh god, I've died.
Some of them
Apologies.
have been quite good. Oh fuck.
I just like that one with a better version of Sabretooth than the one they actually had, because in the original trilogy they did.
Yeah,
I don't think they
original
referred
one
to him as
was awful.
Sabretooth, did they? But he was Sabretooth.
The original Sabretooth was fucking abysmal. The new one was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I like him as an actor. To be fair, I can't think of his name. He does
I fucking love him. I've been meaning to watch the Ray Donovan.
Yeah,
series.
I've watched the first episode of it, and it like made me want more.
watched a
I
few
just
of
didn't
them.
got around to it.
Yeah. He's really good as an actor. But
I keep seeing the adverts for that and keep thinking of watching it.
What is it that you don't specifically like? Oh god, I've slowed. Like about the new Spider-Mans then? Because I really like them. I do.
I watched the first one and it was good. It was pretty decent. I enjoyed it, but I don't like the guy that's Harry Osborn's son that's making me watch the second one.
Yeah, I know the one.
I kind of think that they did the problem they had in the original Spider-Man 3, which was they brought too many bad guys into it. I've not seen the second one, but just from watching the trailer and what I've heard, you just don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just like they've mashed everything together.
What, in the most recent Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Oh, there's not that many enemies in it, really. It looks like there is, because like you have like the bloke who's
There's loads.
yeah, it does. You see all the armour, but basically all that stuff you see in the trailer is just like what they've got underground at Oscorp, sort of thing. Like you have who do you have? You only really have Electro and the Harry Osborn Green Goblin. Technically, you have Rhino. You have him at the start before he's Rhino, and then do you mind me telling you a slight bit of the plot, as minimalistic as I can, in case you should do?
Eventually I'll watch it, but I've got no hopes of the film, to be honest.
Well, he sort of gives up being Spider-Man for like months, like doesn't he just doesn't do it, and then he like hears something that sort of makes him remember, and then like Rhino's actually downtown, like destroying it in like a giant armoured Rhino suit and stuff, and this little kid goes out to like sort of get him, and then like Spider-Man actually turns up like and goes and does his stuff. I love the Spider-Man films, but it's probably because Spider-Man was like my favourite superhero as a kid. That's a lot.
He was,
but
when I was a kid, I watched the cartoons like fucking crazy. I remember coming home for lunch and then just getting the sandwiches or whatever was there and just putting on Spider-Man, the animated series, and just rocking it.
I mean, not, Dave. The second movie is definitely worth a watch, and I will.
I'll watch it then.
My name.
You've recommended it. I'll watch it.
You really do need to, because it portrays the exact thing about Peter Parker. Because you know how the Tobey Maguire movies is like, nothing ever goes wrong in Peter's life other than his parents dying.
oh fuck! I've been killed so many times in there. Continue.
When in the real story of Spider-Man, it's constantly filled with death and dismay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, these new movies are constantly filled with death and dismay. So it's exactly how it's supposed to be done in the comics.
And the building up to something like the little teaser at the end of the first film and teaser at the end of the second film, I think they're definitely building towards something quite big potentially. Like I think I'm really looking forward to the third one. Did you see they actually had cast the girl from Divergent to play Mary Jane? Oh god, no, he's gonna get me. It's happening again. I'm bubbling. I I can't multitask.
Yeah,
They cast her, yeah.
Jane, but they didn't put her in it. There was too much going
People
on
was
in the movie.
moaning, weren't they, as well, about her. Didn't want her. And then she's been in like a load of films since, and people like her now.
It's not that, it's because of what happens in the second movie.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Into one, and,
It'd have been like a 3-hour film, wouldn't it? Well,
Bitch.
yeah.
What's his life like? It's not bad.
There's more concentration levels on this guy. I mean, you don't need high concentration levels for him, but I've not even been watching out for the stomach churning. I'm just like walking back and forth, sniping him. I'm actually interested to watch this one back because I don't know what I've been doing for half of this fight. I really don't. Honest to God, I've forgotten half of it. I can remember getting blasted twice, and having to bubble a couple times, but that's it.
I remember just emptying all my heavy out on the wizards. That's pretty much all I've done.
There we go. No exotics, nice and simple. Done.
easy peasy.
We've done it while we've been chatting about superheroes this entire fucking time. We're not paying attention to any room.
I quite enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy. Do we have a release date on a Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Next year.
Oh, it's not too far away. I look just from the trailers of it. Like I love that bit. Like where it's like the music and goes ah. Like I proper loved that bit.
There was one bit I was a bit disappointed with that movie. Is I was looking forward to the trailer where they're all in the lineup. Do you know they're all side by side? And it wasn't in the movie. I was like, why is this not in the movie?
I was looking forward to that bit.
And they're all in a lineup. What a bunch of a-holes, and then it pans to the and then they're all in a lineup. I was like, why is that not in?
That was an awesome bit, to be fair. I did always looking forward to that.
Yeah, but that's what you want from a trailer. You want to see a bit that's not in the fucking movie. So
Yeah, I suppose. I hate okay.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Remaker. I was
Exactly
I was watching Terminator 2 the other day.
Yeah.
And I was thinking to myself, like, if trailers were around, like, well, obviously they were. But, like, any trailer for that film would have completely ruined the twist at the start, where Arnold has become a good one. So, like, how could they have done trailers for that? That must have had to have been the most teaser trailers ever. It's the only way they could have done it, I reckon.
I'm actually going to go on YouTube and check out what the Terminator 2 trailer was.
I know what it was.
I've probably seen it, just can't remember. Has any of you seen the new Terminator yet?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't talk